And just like that, sweetheart, it's been 24 hours. I said, oh my gosh, today I'm having a good day. This was yesterday. I'm having a good day. It's my dad's birthday. And something in my spirit, like the Holy Spirit, I'm not making this up because I was just talking about Jesus yesterday. And that's another thing. It seems like every time I talk out loud, that, and I kid you not, like, if I could literally get my journals from way back where, or like if we could really just go back to a day. I know I've said this before, like every time I say, oh my gosh, I'm having a good time and I can't complain, I'm so happy, it's like when I speak that out loud, things happen where that cannot be true anymore. And I'm like, what? Why is that? I'm like, why is that, God? And it's like, not only is God listening, but the enemy listening, people just jealous of you listening. And the crazy thing is, like, I never understood that people could be jealous of you, and you don't even feel like you have nothing to that they can be jealous of. Like, you're not even happy with your life, and somebody is jealous of your life. Oh, she's always smiling. She's always happy. Like, first of all, girl, I'm not even really happy. I'm not even really happy. Do you even know what real joy look like? Because this ain't it. But because I can act, you're jealous that I can act? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. All right. I was watching TikTok and I'm trying to stay on social media, but girl, I've been on it all day long today. I have accomplished nothing today. I had an argument earlier this morning around 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And it set me back. And again, I keep trying to control, and I just want to skip over this part. I do. I want to skip over it. I'm probably going to go back to Job. Yep. That's what the Spirit said. I said, I'm pick up my Bible because I was supposed to start writing earlier. But I grabbed the stuff, I grabbed the Bible, I grabbed the notebook, and I said, you know what? I'm not about to, I don't feel like recording this in this state. I did ask somebody, like, what am I supposed to do? If I'm angry, how do I stop being mad? And he was like, you should write until you're not mad no more. And it was really great advice because I plan on writing. I don't know if this is going to be appropriate. I'm not sure. It's not appropriate. But I plan on writing and documenting these things. That's what I'm doing here. It's what we're doing now. We're documenting. I'm about to quickly write something down, and then I'm about to go to the beauty supply because even though I'm sad, I don't want to be ugly. I just want my hair done. I feel better when I have my hair done. Oh, wow. This is going to be the title. This is crazy. So we're in Job. This is Job 1. And what caught my eye was Satan's first test of Job. Okay. And this is what I really love about the Bible. This is what I love about, like, the gift that I am, the person I am, and just what I believe. Because in the Bible, it shows you that God has wiped people off the earth. Like, not his people or whatever. Like, I don't know. I wish that I really had time to really study and delve deep into the Bible because it's so interesting. Because the things in here are like the crimes in here are crazy. So anyways, one day the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. Like, why was the Lord hanging out with Satan? I don't know. Okay. But anyways, the Lord asked Satan, "Where have you come from?" From roaming the earth. If this girl I need to write that down. I'm sorry. The Lord the Lord asked Satan, "Where have you come from?" And he said, "Roaming the earth." So anyway, I was catching up on a few girls' videos from YouTube, and I was pretty much bored. And what I have gathered is we all want something, especially women. We just want something for nothing, you know? We just want something for nothing. And I don't feel like it's our fault. I feel like we were genetically like misaligned in a world. I just feel like why God created women, we are not living that. We're not living that out. Because for one, and this is me, I'm tired of competing. Why does the girl get on Facebook and she was like, "I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was recording my rock bottom. This is what I'm doing, okay? I'm recording my rock bottom. This is the bottom. It's the bottom." So anyways, I'm like, it's true. If you don't do it, somebody else will. What is going on over there? Oh, I'm nosy. Because they ain't parked right. Is that all right? But if you don't do it, God will give it to somebody else. And somebody else will do it. And it's not like they're going to do it better than you. They just executed it. They just did it. They just got up and did it. And she's sitting up here talking about, "Oh, I was recording myself depressed. I was going out to parties. I was drinking. I was blah, blah, blah. Partying, drinking, whatever. You know. So anyways, I guess I just parked like that. She's like, I was basically recording it to do what I'm doing so we can look back and be like, "Oh, look how far you came." And she was like, "I just want to tell y'all that I'm a living testimony that you can, get past your rock bottom. Look at these gray hairs, girl. Look at them. I'm 31. Well, at this time, because my half birthday just passed, I'm 32. 32. I don't like it. I don't like getting older. I thought, and this is talking to the younger me. You thought, you really thought that life was gonna get better, and it didn't. Not like it didn't get better, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't. Because when I was a kid, I don't know, and I'm just here for y'all. I'm here for the ones that's like me. Not that it keeps getting worse and worse, but if you don't change your mind, it can and it will. It can and it will get worse before it gets better. They love to tell you that better days are coming. Today will be a good day for me because I called off of work. But had I been at work, today is my dad's passing anniversary. It has been 15 years. 15 years. So, did it get better? Did I get better? No. It is literally the chin hair for me, okay? And the fact that my doctors did not, I said something about PCOS, but they didn't really, I don't know if it's the insurance that I got or what. I don't know if it's because I'm black. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just know, like, I'm experiencing period hormonal symptoms, and nobody like did nothing for me for that. I feel like the last person who really I believed in and I trust, my psychiatrist, but I only seen him 3 times, and then boom, he was gone, and that just really broke my trust. I ain't been the same since because it was hard for me to start back talking to a psychiatrist again. Cause I just really, girl, telling my story once is enough. And then having to restart over and then vet somebody and feel for them and be like, can I trust them? Like, should I say this? Knowing that the other person took notes. And so I'm not the same person with everybody. And I don't really have no control over that. I just go with the vibes. And yeah, so anyways, I called off work last week. I called off on Wednesday. I took Thursday. I was off on Friday, and then I called off for Saturday as well. Can you believe it's Monday? Like, where did the time go? What are we doing? Anyways, it's Monday, and I gotta go back in here and go back to work. So as I'm driving and getting closer to the job, there's like this pit in my stomach. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I don't know. I started having anxiety last night. I started having anxiety last night because I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Like, there was a time I used to get excited. Like, work was kind of like my escape from living. But now that I don't mind living, I really don't like work, or I don't like the work that I'm doing currently. So anyways, I'm trying to push through and power through. With God be the glory. Let me go ahead and read my Bible verse. So apparently I decided that I wanted to start reading Job again. Oh yeah. And there's another thing. So I was going to this church, and the pastor decided that he wanted to run for mayor, and he lost. And it really revealed his true character and about who he is and what he stands for. And so basically, long story short, I believe that he is a narcissist. And like, I don't know a lot. I this is my personal belief. I feel like the narcissism really start in religion. Like the control, it's the gaslighting. It's the gaslighting for me, because like normal things, normal natural things that like we are inclined to do as humans, but like the Christians or any religious cult or organization, because the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Islamic people, like all of them, they have this like way of life where if you copy it and you study it and you replicate it to a certain degree, people start thinking like, oh, you're perfect, or that you don't, like, you got it more together than other people. And that don't be the case. It just be people put it on the show, again, perpetrating and putting on the act and trying to separate themselves, because I don't know, I just feel like in religion they teach you how to be more godlike, but some people take it too far. I don't know, that's just how I feel. So anyways, that's why I don't really like attach myself to one religion. I'm spiritual. Me and God have a relationship. I'm God's favorite. I do say Jesus Christ, but Yeshua or whatever, Yahweh, whatever, like, don't get me to, just because I was first taught Jesus Christ doesn't mean I'm not open to learning about different variables of God. So we are in Job. That's crazy. So what's going on? I gotta start from the beginning, because I didn't forgot. But I already wrote in my journal, and I didn't want to read this part, but because I was like, I didn't know he said it like that. So, and this is Job 1:7. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God, and escheweth evil. I don't like this version, but Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught? I don't know what that means. Hast not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thy hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabines fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and has burnt up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. I just want to stop right here because this is crazy. Okay. Like, this is a horror movie. This is a horror movie. And I don't even like horror movies because of this feeling. Like, I'm in my head, I'm seeing death. I'm seeing killings. I'm seeing sheep burnt up. Like, this is God. This is what I was talking about. I believe I was talking in another video. And I'm like, have you ever read the Bible? Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Because people be like, I don't see how this could happen. And I'd be like, what God, dude? Did you know? I'm confused. Because I know a God that let people burn up. I'm not laughing because of the thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to make this lighthearted because Job is not funny, okay? Job is not funny, but it really gives me relief that God had a hand in what happened to Job. And at the end of the day, long story short, after Job was tested through all of this, he still stood firm and was like, you know what? I trust and believe in God. You know, even though my whole family is gone, the sheep, everything you relied on externally, like, God is still good. And that's like the message. And that's what I want to power through and push through to, because I'm like, this job, it's not hard, right? On paper, but it's hard to me. It's hard on me mentally, and it's draining. And I'm just praying that whatever will be, will be. My cousin, she just pivoted to the hospital, and I don't know what's next for me, but I just know I get like this and I get overwhelmed. But I know I can do all things through Christ. So I'm just standing firm in God, trusting God. I really got the faith of a mustard seed for real, because and the thing about the anxiety and the worry and the doubt, it's like, it's not even real, you know? Like, it's not real. And I feel like protected and loved by God, to know that whatever happens, and that's the thing, like, that's what Job is all about. Like I just said, whatever happens, God is in control. God already know. God, like, I be thinking, like, God is surprised at what I'm going through. God is not surprised at what I'm going through. So, but I think God be surprised that I have pride with God. Like, I don't be asking God for help. Like, it's one thing not to ask people for help because you don't want to appear vulnerable, weak, like you ain't got it. But God, why would you be afraid to ask God for help? Me personally, I don't know. I just be thinking it's my fault, and I be like, well, I don't even want to. It's crazy because it's like I treat God like a parent. Like, I don't even want to talk to God about it because I feel like God is going to be like, well, let me tell you something about yourself. You want to ask me for this and that, but I don't see you, because faith without works is dead, right? That's what they tell us. So I just feel like, I don't know, I'm hard on myself. I feel like I'm hard on myself, and I'm projecting that to God, because I'm like, oh, well, God's gonna be like, well, you didn't create your resume like you said you was, and you didn't start writing a book like you said you was. But the thing is, I think that's the thing that I need to ask God for help with. Like, God, I need help with writing this resume. I need help with writing this book. I need help with moving on to the next step, because I feel like this fear is keeping me stagnant. It's keeping me stuck in this place where I don't want to be. We'll see. We'll see. Happy Monday. I'm gonna go into work. We're gonna go into work with a good attitude, even though, like, we don't want to be here and yada yada yada, all of that. I've been learning. I've learned last week that God wants us to be joyful, and it's like you're supposed to like really wash yourself of your sins and just give it to God, and somehow it's supposed to, like, you know, it's supposed to be lighter, because once you speak it, once you like let it out, it gets out of your system and you're not carrying it alone. You're like sharing it with either God or somebody else, and it's supposed to make the load lighter. So it's time for me to practice what I preach. I need to. That's the thing, like, I wanted to write in my journal. I wanted to get my Bible out, but I was distracted. Temptation is all around us. And that's another thing where I feel like I had to give myself some type of grace, because, girl, I can't control, right now, I can't control like what I'm around for real. So I gotta really just be smooth and be easy, because if I could control everything, if it was my way, I'm sure my life and everything would be different. But that's the thing. God knows exactly what's going on in my life. So, and I've been crying out to God to like speed up this process, and like, you know, but at the same time, I've learned to just surrender, relax, and just trust that the things that are not in my control, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, girl, I just was not okay with that. And it's like, even if you're not okay with it, it's nothing you can do. And me crashing out was just my detriment. It's just my self-sabotage. Like, I'm sitting here crashing out, wasting my energy, my time that I will never get back, when I could have been focused on, I could have just gave it to God and then did something else. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not actually stuck. I'm stuck in my mind. And if I can get out of my head, if I can just go ahead and cry out to Jesus, go ahead and say, Lord, please, if I can successfully do that, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. So with that being said, everything's going to be fine. Even if it's not the end, because it's not over until God says it's over, right? And we want to come into an agreement with God and let God lead the way, and let it be less of you and more of God. It's easier said than done, but it can be done with daily recognition. Like, you got to remind yourself daily, like, you know what? As soon as you wake up, all right, God, what's up? What you want? What are you gonna protect me from today? Thank you in advance for your protection, your love, your grace, your mercy. Like, Jesus. Put God first, put God first, put God first. Seek God, seek God. That's the thing too. I'm about to go, but I want to say this. I was about to get fully enthralled in this Bible app. Why they want to charge $6.99? I was like, yeah, no, delete. You know what I hate though? I hate that they had took me through 3 little prompts, and then at the end it was like, put in your email or sign up for the free trial, and I was just like, why would y'all? I'll never get that time back. And that is one thing that really, I would say, pisses me off. But you know, I'm learning not to care. I'm learning not to carry that. You know, I'm observing my feelings. Like, it did irritate me, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I have other fish to fry. Bigger fish, that's little fish. God's gonna take care of the big and the little fish, so I can just, you know, focus on getting to know and trusting God more. Okay? Peace.